In our top story at this hour, going beyond the call of duty, a doctor from Calicut performed the last rites of some of the victims of deadly Nipah virus that has affected parts of the state of Kerala. Family members stayed away from the last rites as they feared that they too would contract the disease. Dr. R.S. Gopakumar, Health Officer of Calicut Corporation, took this responsibility of cremating bodies of the 12 victims of Nipah virus. He was assisted by scientist Nipah Sahi from Virology Institute in Pune. So a huge humanitarian gesture there by the doctor. He has agreed to do something that even the family members were reluctant to do. The virus scare is such at the moment that family members are not going close to the dead bodies for fear of contracting the same virus. This is a virus actually that is contracted human to human, and there were instances of a nurse in fact contracting the virus from a patient and in fact passing away due to Nipah virus. So a lot of panic and scare among people to the extent that even family members are not willing to access bodies of their immediate relatives, and this Calicut doctor plays the part of a family member for the deceased. Vivek Karindalam joining me on the phone line. Vivek, the story of this doctor is of course now grabbing the headlines for the sheer humanitarian gesture that he is showing, going beyond the call of duty actually to perform last rites for some of the victims of Nipah virus.
Absolutely true. This humanitarian gesture is something, that everyone needs to acknowledge, because, we need to understand that, even when the family members of those people who are deceased, who were not able to come to perform the last rites, it's this Dr. N.S. Gopakumar from Calicut Corporation. He's also the health officer out there, along with Nipah Sahi, who's also a scientist from the Virology Institute in Pune, who actually conducted, the last rites. He has conducted 12 cremations and 2 burial. The 2 burial are from people from the Muslim community, and the other it was all from other communities. So the 2 burial had to take place a bit far from Calicut. Mm-hmm. So yes, a very, very heart-wrenching story. We know 17 people have lost their lives, and
yes,
how the Nipah outbreak has, the kind of panic it has caused in different parts of Kerala. We know that tourists from other places, especially from other countries, were fearing to come to Kerala, and even people were quite worried, especially from other districts, to go to Calicut, because they fear that they could be inflicted with Nipah virus. It's at this point of time that this doctor N.S. Gopakumar was brave enough and even took this risk of going ahead and conducting this cremation. This is something, a very heart-wrenching story. We know even a nurse has sacrificed her life while treating a Nipah-affected patient in Peramra Hospital, and she has also been. This has also been acknowledged by the World Health Organization. So yes, a very hard story coming from Calicut.
Yes, you were referring to nurse Lini Puthuseri, who died during the period that Nipah virus had just, in fact, started breaking out. At that time, she took care of patients and contracted the virus. She was honoured by WHO, and now this is the second instance of a Calicut doctor, N.S. Gopakumar, who is there, you can see on your screens, performing the last rites along with the scientist Nipah Sahi, who's assisting him. Thanks very much for joining us, Vivek, with the latest.